Hi, my name is Abby Sasenick, and I am a senior at Blue Valley West High School, and I am in the CAPS Teacher Ed program because I love to work with kids. Right now, I work at Lifetime Fitness as a swim instructor and a lifeguard. Next year, I plan on attending Kansas State University to study communications of sciences and disorders to be a speech pathologist. This is a brief overview of my resume, and it just mentions that I am attending the Center for Advanced Professional Studies, CAPS, and I will be graduating this year. Um, right now, I am a lifeguard and a swim instructor, and I used to work as an employee in the Child Center at Lifetime Fitness also, but I decided to resign from there just because it was really hectic and they didn't work with my schedule. A few skills that I have are I'm CPR certified, first aid certified, lifeguard certified, and I'm good with kids. During our first semester at CAPS, we had to write a philosophy of education, basically saying why we wanted to be a teacher and what was cool about teaching. And I used a quote I found, "Education is not preparation for life, education is life itself," by John Dewey. And that basically means that education is a big part of your life. You're there almost every single day for 8 hours a day, and then you also have homework after that. And so one of the teachers that impacted me the most was Miss Johnson. She was such a great teacher, and she had every single one of my brothers, and my mom got to know her really well. During my second semester of CAPS, I was able to go into her classroom because she is still a teacher, and I was able to see how she taught. It was a lot different than how I remembered, but she is such a good teacher, and I'm glad I have her. Now I wanted to talk about my observations. During my first observation, I was at Lakewood Middle School in a sixth grade classroom, and I was with Miss McCabe. She was a sixth grade ELA teacher, and we basically just observed there. And then during my second and third observation, I was at Sunset Ridge Elementary School with Miss Meyer in a third grade classroom, and they were all so nice. And on my last day, they made me a sign and gave me cards, and they all signed it. Another classroom I was in was Miss Hart's kindergarten classroom. She was also my kindergarten teacher, and she's jumped around from kindergarten to fourth grade, back to kindergarten. And I asked her, and she said kindergarten was her favorite just because the kids are so little and are fun to work with, and they have such creative minds. A few of my lesson plans I have on here, one of them was a how-to paper, and I did this in Miss Meyer's third grade classroom. Another one I have was a math review over equivalent fractions, and this was also in Miss Meyer's third grade classroom. Next, I want to talk about some forums that I did. I chose 2 to put on my website. One of them was tweeting in the classroom, and this one just reminded me of CAPS because of all the technology we use and how much we use technology in CAPS and how we bring it into other classrooms that we're teaching in. And the other one I chose was from the Phi Delta Kappan magazine on how schools heal after a tragedy. And during my sophomore year of high school, a student at Blue Valley West got in a really bad car accident, and The next day, we all wore white t-shirts to show how much we cared about him. Using technology in the classroom is good because you can get the kids more interested in what they're learning. And like in my equivalent fraction lesson plan, I used the document camera to project my paper onto the board to help them focus on what I was doing so they could see what I was doing, see what I was coloring in, and see what I was writing. And also I would let them come and color in on the smart board the different shapes so they could be a part of it too. And it's just more fun for them to interact. And I believe in the future technology will be a big part of everyone's lives. Like right now, everyone has phones, everyone has a computer at their house. And during my third semester of CAPS, I have done many projects. I've worked with I've worked with a lot of people from my class to set up an FEA conference at MNU. It went really well and it was a lot of fun, and I also won an iPad. Another project we did was we taught a lesson over a video camera onto a robot in Manhattan, Kansas, and it was just so different because we were teaching over Skype, and it was a lot of fun, and we worked with different strands because they helped us with STEM learning and the engineering process. The main project I did this semester was working with speech pathologists and occupational therapists at the Infant Toddler Services of Johnson County and Wyandotte County, and I've also been to KU Med. Basically, what I've been doing here is I've been going with Megan McConaughey to different people's homes for at-home visits, and she would help kids with, she's an occupational therapist, so she would help kids that would have trouble swallowing or walking or sitting up or even crawling. We have done a lot of community service here at CAPS. We help out with other people's projects, and around CAPS, other students from like the medicine strands, we help them with their capstone projects when they need donations. And also we have gone to help at other schools' field days, and those are a lot of fun to help with. You get to play around with all the kids and wear comfy clothes. And for my pictures and videos, I have a page for just my videos, but I don't have a page for just my pictures. I just have pictures throughout everything. So we also made this poster for our CAPS final for last semester, and it also has a lot of pictures on it from everything. There are pictures from from when we went to Pittsburgh State, and we have a picture with Gus the gorilla. I have a picture of me teaching, and I believe this is when we were at Greenbush. And then this is a picture of me and my friend Katie Jarnovic when we were helping out at field day. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day.